Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning back in. Glad you can make it. Hope you all are having a great day and doing good. So, listen, I really wanted to do a reflection over the 30-day challenge, um, but this came up yesterday and it absolutely took priority. Um, and that's about Richard High exposing Buffalo County, or I should say, Buffalo court system, Buffalo school system. Don't ask me where Buffalo is. I don't know. I'm not geographically inclined. um, but this is a serious topic and one that's pretty close to me, pretty near to my heart. Um, you know, as I'm not a parent, and I'm not gonna have kids for a while, but given this situation, I don't know if I'd be able to keep my cool. I don't think I would. Uh, And so yesterday I came across the unsubscribe channel with all the big guys, Nick with um, uh, the Fat Electrician channel, then Richard with his Angry Cops, Brandon, and listen, um, I don't know donut operator's name. I would love to get to know these guys personally. I would really love that. So that I'm not referring to them as their YouTube names, because I do think that that's a little disrespectful in a way. Um, but and of course the host. I don't know his name either. I don't even know his YouTube name. But all really great guys. A great panel of great men, and they all came together in support of Richard. And I think that's great. That's what any friend really should do. And so I was listening, and to see a grown man like that come to tears probably would have made me come to tears out of anger. But I'm extremely pissed off. I'm extremely pissed off. Um, there's a couple of stories that he brought up, and it's about kids being abused in the Buffalo school system. First, there was an abduction attempt with a young boy who literally peed himself, and the school refused to tell his parents what was going on. And I'm not a parent, but that's why I said I think I would lose my cool. Absolutely, I think I would lose. I think I would have lost it. I just know me. One, you know what? You guys know that I suffer from PTSD, and then two, if anybody ever tried to do anything against me or my family, no, absolutely not. Um, trying to keep my cool. um, and then young girl who was being abused by her parent. It took her literally being battered, swollen, bruised for her counselor to not question her. Well, I mean, and she still questioned her and didn't even report it, if I remember the story correctly. But enough people noticed and it was reported. Maybe not by the counselor, or maybe it was a counselor. Don't know. Um, well, I mean, I'm not exactly sure. I did watch it, and there was a lot of things going on that day. But the gist of it is that the school is turning a blind eye by these things that are happening to these kids in these schools. And listen, as a parent, you want to feel as though you're confident sending your kid to the right place for a good education, for a good environment, right? And it's not the case. You know, we saw Trump's first term, right, and all the school systems in that point, how all the weirdos were coming out the woodworks with the maps and uh, all of these story time hours in elementary schools, teaching them about things that they shouldn't know. And then the last 4 years got even worse, and now you're having this. Something has to be done, man. Protest for sure, 100%. And this is what I can do. I can spread the message, and I'm going to do that. So I may be a small YouTuber, very, very small YouTuber, but I'm going to support those guys as much as I can because they're doing the right thing. Listen, boys, if you want to know what an example of a man is, that's it right there. Guys who are willing to stand up and say something, do something meaningful, the right thing, even when they face adversity that seems almost suffocating. That's what a real man does. And these guys are men, and I respect them for that. So, your kids aren't safe. If you can homeschool them, I understand that most people can't these days. And that makes sense. Look around us. It's hard to even keep up with the mortgages, the rent, even. So I get it. Hell, it's even hard to feed yourself these days. But if you can homeschool them, I would do that. Hell, what I would, what I, and I'm just suggesting, or I'm just bringing some ideas to you, okay? Um, you could definitely keep your kid home, and um, what I'm thinking, right, is uh having a kid that's already what 16, 17. Well, no, that wouldn't be fair to him or her. Um, but I would definitely see if you can vet a babysitter or a um or someone that you trust very highly. Um, well, I mean, even then, dude, even then, it's so hard to trust people. You know, I'm trying to find solutions, guys. I really am. If you guys happen to have any really good ideas on how people can take their kids out of public schools and um, homeschool them, drop them in the comments section. All right, because I I really haven't thought too much about this. I'm trying to come up with ideas, solutions, but I'm kind of drawing a blank here. It's just it's one, it's really hard to trust people these days, obviously. And then two, trying to not break the bank in order to afford these things so that your kid can stay home, right? And your wife or your girlfriend can stay home with the kid. That's virtually impossible today. So I get it. Man, it's a rough situation we're in. It really is. But listen, don't be all doom and gloom. There is something that we can do about it. And it starts with us. But listen, guys, we have to take responsibility because we're responsible for ourselves. We're also responsible for our futures. We may not be able to control the environment around us, but we can control what we do, right? So protest. I actively encourage you to protest. That is our First Amendment right. That is our First Amendment right. Yep. Um, 100%. 100%. Obviously, peacefully. We don't want to hurt anybody, but we definitely want to get the message across that they fucked up. They messed up big time. And so, guys, just think of what you can do. Obviously, support Richard in this endeavor because he's going to face a lot of backlash for this. So, so give them give all those guys your love and your attention and um, your support. But also help to spread the message. The more that this spreads, the worse it's going to be for these guys. We want the whole nation to know about this because we want something done. These people need to be fired. They need to be replaced with people who actually want to do the right thing, actually do their jobs. Actually, tell you what, not only do they need to be fired, they need to be prosecuted because they aided these people into harming these children. They were enablers. So I think they should face the full extent of the law. They should. Kids aren't safe, man. Kids are hardly safe anywhere. That's one thing that really terrifies me about having kids today. Because as a kid, um I experienced some things from someone that I thought I could trust. So that's why I get so passionate about this stuff. So um I wanted to give you guys a lighthearted video, but that's just not happening today. But what I will do is I will end it on a lighthearted note, all right? Listen, guys, we can do things, we can make a change. All right. So let's make a change. Okay. It starts with us. No politician, no lawyer, no judge is going to make the change on their own. We are the people. We have the power. We have the power. Power of the majority. Right? So on your off time, put some effort into the message and let's go out and do something. Because one of you guys will show up, then two, then five, then 10, then 20. Then next thing you know, it's 50 to 100 people. And that's spreading like a wildfire. Next thing you know, Facebook is blowing up, YouTube is blowing up, Twitter is blowing up, Insta is blowing up. Next thing you know, things are really changing. But they don't change unless we change, right? So let's change, all right? Let's do some good. Let's not just accept our situation for what it is and make a better situation for what our make a better situation for ourselves to get us out of our current situation. How about that? So let's do it, guys. Help Richard, help all those guys, help me spread the message, all right? Thanks, guys. Uh if you got something from this video, please like, share, subscribe. Um especially share. There's a lot of people that need this message. There's a lot of people that need change. All right. A lot of people out there that need it. So let's do that. Let's work on that. Okay, please. Let's work on that. And listen, you guys are rock stars. Okay, don't ever believe that you're not. Don't let someone tell you that you're not. You can do whatever you can do whatever you put your mind to. You know, in this society, we're told that, well, we're treated as though we're nothing, right? And we believe that for most of our lives. We're not nothing. We're something. So believe that you're something. Because then that something can turn into a great thing. So we have the power to change the world, but we got to make something of it, right? So that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in. As always, take care of yourselves, both mind and body. I tell you guys, go and get fit. Now, listen, I'm taking a couple days off from the gym. I still have to do some business work, you know, because entrepreneurs, we don't have a day off. But you know, um, get fit. Get fit. You don't have to be jacked. You don't have to be like young Arnold Schwarzenegger. You don't have to be jacked like that, all right? But you need to be fit. You have to be able to defend yourself and your family. Because listen, boys, I tell you all the time that men are the foundations of families and nations, right? So if you're not fit, how can you defend the family? So watch my videos over how you can use your gun properly or pistol properly. I'll be going over rifles here soon, um, and gear and all that. So stay tuned for that one. Those ones, those videos, because there are going to be multiple that are coming out. So got a lot more content coming, guys. So be expecting it. But be confident. That's a big thing. That's the main thing. Be confident in your ability to defend. Then that's also with the mind too. Defend your mind from mental attacks, psychological attacks, manipulation, toxicity. You know, and we're not just talking about women here or men. We're talking about Everybody. Mainstream media, social media, this social engineering that they're trying to shove down our throats to be good little workers, like Rockefeller wanted us to be. No, hell no. Fuck them. We're free. This is a free nation. We can do whatever the hell we want here. And listen, we may not be living in a capital or a capitalist society anymore because of all these monopolies that these big corporations have, but there are still opportunities. You just got to look for them. And for those of you who want to seek an opportunity, hit me up. I've got one for you. All right. That being said, guys, thanks for tuning in as always. Take care of yourselves. I really mean that. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other too. All right. There's already way, way too much hate in this world. Way too much of it. So let's change that. Let's bring as much love as we can. All right. Let's bring as much love as we can. I challenge you guys on that. So thanks, guys. Again, thank you for watching the video. Talk to you guys soon.